Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha, Gopinath Radha, Gopinath Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadrama. Jaya Gauranithai, 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 Jaya Gauranithai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Namo Vishpad, Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya, Ashtota Shata, His Divine Grace, Abhay Chana, Vinda Bhaktivedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya, beauty founder Acharya, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Upasi Samvita Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nithai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Om. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
bhagavate vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we are going to read from Canto 1, Chapter 13, titled Dhritarashtra Quits Home, and text number 22. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Manda prajnascha sampratam. Manda prajnascha sampratam. Visirna danto mandagni. Visirna danto mandagni. Saraga kafam Sarava kafam udhabam. Saraga kafam udvahan. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Manda prajnasa sampratam. Visirna danto mandagni. Saraga kafam vad udhavam. Saraga kafam udbahan. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Vanda prajnascha sampratam. Visarna danto mandagni. Saraga kafam udbahan. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Manda prajnasta sampratam. Andha puraiva vadhiro. Manda prajnascha sampratam. Shirnadanto mandagni. Saraga kafam udvahan. Mataji's. Andha, blind. Pura, from the beginning. Eva, certainly. Vadhira, hard of hearing. Manda prajna, memory shortened. Cha, and. Sampratam, recently. Vishirna, loosened. Danta, teeth. Mandagni, liver action decreased. Saragraha, with sound. Kafam, coughing much mucus. Udvahan, coming out. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. You have been blind from your very birth, and recently you have become hard of hearing. Your memory is shortened, and your intelligence is disturbed. Your teeth are loose, your liver is defective, and you are coughing up mucus. Purport. The symptoms of old age, which had already developed in Dhritarashtra, were all, one after another, pointed out to him as warning that death was nearing very quickly. And still he was foolishly carefree about his future. The signs pointed out by Vidura in the body of Dhritarashtra were signs of apakshaya, or dwindling of the material body before the last stroke of death. The body is born, it develops, stays, creates other bodies, dwindles, and then vanishes. But foolish men want to make a permanent settlement of perishable body and think that their state, children, society, country, etc. will give them protection. With such foolish ideas, they become overtaken by such temporary engagements and forget altogether that they must give up this temporary body and take a new one, again to arrange for another term of society, friendship, and love, again to perish ultimately. They forget their permanent identity and become foolishly active for impermanent occupations, forgetting altogether their prime duty. Saints and sages like Vidura approach such foolish men to awaken them to the real situation. But they take such sadhus and saints as parasites of society, and almost all of them refuse to hear the words of such sadhus and saints, although they welcome show-bottle sadhus and so-called saints who can satisfy their senses. Vidura was not a sadhu to satisfy the ill-gotten sentiment of Dhritarashtra. He was correctly pointing out the real situation of life and how one can save oneself from such catastrophes. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sa Padanti Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Sajiv Swadvaitam Savadutam Priyana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Puna Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha kalpotaruvascha kripa sindhu vaevacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading in this section the discussions between Vidura and Dhritarashtra. More than discussion, it's almost like Vidura is giving, like, what is the real situation in Dhritarashtra's life. So Jara, the word which has been used here, or the old age, right? So it comes with the time in everyone's life. They have to go through these phases in their life. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. So, time is inevitable, so nobody can stop it, and it will definitely come. So, the Lord, when the creation is about to start, the Lord instructs time that you will bring death to everyone. You will be the one who will bring death, right? Time said, my Lord, with all due respect, I am not interested in this service. Then I'm happy to serve you in any way, any shape, any form, but not this one, please. Then the Lord, being merciful, saying that, okay, I understand your agony, that why you don't want to bring death, because for human being, that will be the most dangerous situation. That is the thing that they want to avoid. And if they think that time is the one which brings death, then there will be no respect for time from their materialistic understanding. So the Lord then said, okay, you will still bring the death, but what happened? That you will not be they will think that other things will be the cause of it. So what are the cause? Like the circumstances. Circumstances like, okay, it happened by other people, or by a situation, or by old age, whatever that is. But nobody is going to blame you. So then they say, okay, so how it will happen? So if we see that if someone dies out of accident, right? So nobody is going to, in the headlines, you're not going to see that, 60 people died because of time wasn't right. It's not going to be a headline like that. Because there was an accident, there was something. Where one of my, someone's relative, someone's friend, they died because of disease, some disease which can be cured. But no one can, but it will not be said that, okay, it's because of time. So it's important to understand that if something is about to happen in a specific time, then whatever the circumstances may be, it's going to be happen. It's bound to happen. Now today, we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, and obviously hearing Srimad Bhagavatam is very auspicious. But for example, now it's 8:15, something going to happen, right? Okay, if something bad going to happen, and I'm surrounding with all of you here, and it's okay, something happened, and it's because of them, because they were there. Sometimes people said, okay, my near and dear ones are the one who are giving all the pains. If the pain is supposed to come, it will come irrespective if you are near the near and dear ones or near the strangers. Sometimes you see, people say that, I actually much prefer to stay with strangers rather than my own family, because my own family gives me more pain than strangers. But that's not the right thing. If it is bound to come, it will come irrespective if you are staying with your most loved ones or a stranger. Now see, the whole perspective changes then, because in our whole entire life we just always try to focus on this kind of things, that I don't want to be with someone who is bringing pain to me. But the fact is that when Krishna puts someone in a specific place, right, it is put in such a way that you are near those person where you have debit, or where have to pay something as per your karma. This is how it happens. That you are near to those situations where you have to, you have to burn out your karma. Because we are going through these cycles, janma, one after another, and we are collecting all this karma. Good karma, bad karma, everything. So in next life, Krishna puts you in such a situation that near to those people, you have to, get the results out of those karmas. So when a sadhu or a saint, they look at these kind of things, they think that, yes, it was bound to happen to me. So suppose for most of the time nobody thinks about the good times, because good time comes and goes, and it's all good, but specifically the bad time. So if something bad happened to me, and then it has happened by someone, then always the general thing is, I have this anger towards that person, because that person has did it to me. It's a common thing. And it's very, it's very hard to overcome that. No matter, if you read the scriptures, but if you're not practicing it, then it's very hard. Today we get this knowledge, right? And we go out of the temple. But if we don't practice Krishna consciousness, means if you are not doing chanting, if you are not reading scriptures regularly, or if you are not coming to the temple, then how many things you have read is not going to help you. So those anger, lust, greed, everything will be in our heart. Because then we think, okay, that person did it to me. So I have to get something out of that person. But if you think in the other way, which we just described, that no, it was bound to happen. It was time. And time is more powerful. So if someone has done something to me, then there will be a separate karma for them. And that's Krishna will take care of. I don't have to worry about it. I will just move on. That something happened. I had to pay my dues. And in that way, my life has become optimized. Optimized, optimization. Because you became debt-free. Everywhere you go, these days is a big thing. Everyone says, okay, everyone has debt, like financial debt. What are the ways to get debt-free? And everyone is very interested in those things. And similarly, what we are discussing here is the karma. So how you become free out of it. So that's why we are put in such situation that those debts goes away and our lives become optimized. So that we can go back to Godhead. Now, it's very scientifically it has been put there, but it's very hard to understand. Like why bad thing happens to good people and good thing happens to bad people. It's because of that. It's getting optimized. And you have to reach to that part of your life where your debt is totally, you're debt free. So then you can take the next step towards liberation. Your life is getting optimized for liberation. So that is the function of time. Time brings everything. So we need to understand, whenever something happening, yes, it's a time like this. Some people might say, oh, that is actually a sign of, weakness. No, that is not the sign of weakness. Means if someone comes to you and do something to you, and you're not saying, oh, I'm not going to do anything to you. It's all time. No. You are the sadhus, the saints. Nobody says they are weak. Rather, people say that they are very strong. If you have a power, using of that power is not the sign of strength. How you control that power is the sign of that strength. So that's why everyone has given power. So you need to know how to control that, how not to misuse it. And when you understand this, that time is actually doing this thing, then you are not going to misuse it. Because if you misuse it, then all the reaction will start to come again. So that's why we are discussing that, the the time is a factor which brings everything. Now, Jara, which we just discussed in this, specifically in this section, Jara is the old age. Jara is called Kala Kanya, the daughter of the time. So with time, it will come in everyone's life. So as it says, Jara, Kala Kanya. So it says that Jara was, she was about to get married. And she was at the age of, because in spiritual world, everyone is personified, right? So Jara also, she was in the age that she was about to get married. So she was going and she was looking for a prospective groom. But her other name is Durbhaga, who is unfortunate. And people know about it. So nobody wants to get married with her. So one day she saw a very nice young person, a brahmachari. And she approached. That was Narada Muni. And approached and said that, I want to surrender to you if you can please marry me. Narada Muni said, no, I can't. I'm a brahmachari. I can't marry you. And then she wants to pursue Narada Muni in various ways. That please, please. And Narada Muni said, no. So then what happened? That she cursed Narada Muni. She cursed Narada Muni that I'm cursing you that because I was trying to get married to you and then we can settle down, but you're not willing to marry me, so I'm cursing you that you'll not be able to stay in any place for more than a moment or something. You'll be every place, you'll be momentarily. So that's why we see that Narada Muni always roaming around, right? He can't stay at a single place. But again, Narada Muni, again, like showing us the characteristics of a saint, like, although he got a, curse, he didn't, get angry, he didn't get back furious at Jara, and he had the power to actually, do other things to her, but he didn't do it. He just took the curse, and being respectful, he said to Jara that, okay, you have cursed me, but I want to help you. So I know someone, you go to that person, and that person can help you. So you go to Bhaya, means fear. And Bhaya will help you. So then Jara went to Bhaya. Bhaya said, okay, you can stay with me, but we are not going to get married. It will be an illicit relationship. But you can stay with me, whatever the things, I can take care of you, but we are not going to get married. So then Jara and Bhaya, they are coming in hand. So here, if you see that Dhritarashtra, he was getting old, right? Whenever someone gets old, the first feeling that they have is that feeling of fear. Oh, I'm getting old. That means that, I'm going to lose control of my body, lose control of my family, and then people will not respect me. So all these fears start to come. And when this fear started to come, then what happened? They wanted to, grab all of them more tightly. So it doesn't matter if I'm getting more old, what I try to do, as per as today's world, I try to feel more young. I will do everything that it can make me more young. So that's why it's in a funny way they said that when someone is young, they work very hard to earn money. And then they don't enjoy anything in life. But then when they come to this old age, they spend that same money to bring back that youth. But again, time is not irreversible, so you can't bring back. But you do everything so that you see all these slogans to motivate people, these beauty companies, they are doing, okay, 40 is the new 20, 50 is the new 25. So you work in that way, it doesn't matter, time, age is just a number. All these things are there, but ultimately it catches up with you. So similarly, here Dhritarashtra, he's having all these signs, the body starts to give you signs that something inevitable is coming. So you start preparing. But Dhritarashtra foolishly was now his family has been destroyed. He doesn't have any sons to take care of him. He is almost at mercy of his, all the children of his brother. But still he wants to, grab hold of the, whatever he had in that kingdom. Because ideally, what's supposed to happen that he should finish off all his duties and then move out to practice Krishna consciousness. But he's not doing that. So Vidura here, that's why it's advising him. So being a sadhu, this is one of the, we see one of the characteristics that Narada Muni from that past time, that even in the most, dangerous situation, or even in the most, in this kind of situation where when you have been cursed by someone, you still haven't lost your sanity, and you are still helping them. So that is a sign of a sadhu. And also another sign is, no matter whatever the circumstances for someone who has come to you for advice, you don't give them any advice which is just to satisfy their senses. So Vidura would have been very easily told, like, to Dhritarashtra that, oh, don't worry, like, now you are old, just sit down here, take rest, you have done so many things, you have lost all of your sons, so it's very unfortunate, so, so, yeah, they will be compassionate, but in a different way. Vidura is not saying all this thing. On the other side, he's saying that, on the contrary, he's saying that now is the time, go out. Your body is about to, like your body is going to be vanished. So go out and practice. Go out of all these kingly administrative affairs. Go out and practice Krishna consciousness. So for that, he was saying these strong words to Dhritarashtra. Because it becomes hard, like, to doing Krishna consciousness, like, if someone is not practicing Krishna consciousness throughout their life, the sooner they start, the better it is. Because as you're getting more older, your senses are loose, everything is becoming loose in your body, it becomes hard and hard to concentrate, to focus. And when we do Krishna consciousness, when we get involved in Krishna consciousness, the first thing that we start is the chanting. The first thing is, like, focus on the holy name. But as you get old, you can't focus. There's so many things. You can't even properly sit in one place for 2 hours. You have to move. Your legs are paining or your backs are paining. You can't focus. So Prahlad Maharaj said, like, the sooner you start, the better. So that when the jara will come, like, that time is coming, then you already have that practice there. So you don't have to start it new. Even, like, starting from young age and then come to that level is hard. But still, you have that practice. And the ultimate goal is Anta Narayana Smriti. So when someone is about to die, think of Krishna. It says that when someone is about to die, they go through so much pain. That pain is almost, like, similar to the, like, stung of a scorpion. Not one scorpion, 10 million scorpion. Now, if I'm chanting here at the temple room and chanting, if someone turn on the fan on winter, I'll say, so much, like, discomfort. Please, Prabhu, turn off the fan while chanting. But imagine that a scorpion is biting you and you want to think about Krishna. No, it's going to happen if you don't have that practice. So that's why it's very important that we have been given. And then we see, like, if someone practices, then it becomes, like, even with the old age, they can do, like, they can serve the Lord in a magnificent way. We start, like, we see the very examples in our parampara. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj, he wrote actually Chaitanya Charitamrita when he was 90 years. Chaitanya Charitamrita is, like, such a wonderful literature, such huge literature. But he compiled it in the age of 90. The Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were old, but they were still writing all those scriptures. They were going, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually instructed them that go and find out all the places where all the pastime happened. They were old. They were far more older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when they left the government duty. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed them. So when they were doing service, the old age doesn't matter. And obviously, last but not the least, like, our Srila Prabhupada. In CNN, they did I think a survey that achievers after the age of 50. And Srila Prabhupada was one of them. That after 50, he started this organization and how big that becomes. And that's also, like, at the age, almost at the age of, after 65, like, 60 is the retirement age usually. But after that, he could have nicely sit in Vrindavan. He had a nice room at the temple. But he thought, no, I have to go and preach. This is the instructions from my guru. And then we see, within a span of 10 years, wonderful thing happened. Because of that, we are sitting here. So if someone concentrate, on serving the Lord, then this actually, the time also doesn't matter. And if something happened, they will look at it in a way that, okay, it's bound to happen. I will take it as a blessing from Krishna. I will move on. And then again, opportunity will come. Then again, they will serve. So that's very important to understand that, whatever happened, if it's happening, then it is bound to happen because this is the plan of the Lord. We just move on and keep doing the service. So I'd like to end here. Is there anything anyone wants to add? Yes, Ro.
The story you seen, Krishna talking with man?
Yeah.
Not where no one was there. Do you know where that story is from?
I don't know the exact reference for that one. I heard it one of the lectures, but I'll try to find out where that actually was from. Anything else? Yes, bro.
On that point that in whatever country certificate is found that some delivered for time, then you might think that it's kind of recipe
So doing nothing is never the answer, because as a human being, we are here, and that is the similar situation with Arjuna also, when in the battlefield, when he said that, I know that if I do this battle, what's going to come? There will be a mass destruction, people will die and thing, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm leaving my bow and arrow and I'm just sitting down. But then the Lord said that, no, it's not the solution. If you don't do it, someone else will do it. But what you are bound to get, it will definitely come to you. The nishkriya means without doing any kriya. Kriya is like the action. It's not going to actually save you from getting that result. Rather, what you can do is what has been advised, what your dharma is, what your prescribed duty is, you should do it. So as per the prescribed duties, if you perform your action, that will give you much better benefit rather than not doing anything. And then we see that when Krishna shows the Vishwarup to Arjuna, he sees that Bhishma, and that Arjuna was more worried about all the Bhishma, Drona, and Kripacharya and all the brothers, and he saw that all of them are going into Krishna's mouth, and Krishna actually took the form of the cow. So everyone is going through his mouth and then coming out as a baby. So he can see that this whole cycle is happening. So Krishna was saying, if you don't do it, someone else will do it. But what you have to do is focus on your prescribed duty. So what Arjuna did after that, he fought with more intensity, more valor. So that's the first thing. If his thought of not doing anything, just sit down, that's not going to actually affect you. But what you do must be as per the prescribed duty. It shouldn't be I'll go and I'll do anything. That will bring more and more problems, more reactions. But if you do as per your prescribed duty, then it will take you to the right direction. Does it answer your question? Okay. All right. So we end here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.